Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon. Happy Twin Flame Tuesday. So today we're going to be doing a reading for those of you specifically on the Twin Flame journey. So it is going to be pick a card style this week. We've got these Organites here from Wing and Bell. This is their element collection. I'll put them down below, representing 1, 2, and 3. Those timestamps will be down below as well. If you guys hear some movement in the back, that's just my cats playing. This particular reading is going to be for those of you that are going to be in a separation, either zero contact or little to no contact, and some sort of challenge. So this reading is going to focus on the energies here of your other person this week. And so we're going to be seeing what their energy is like, what their energy is like towards you. I've created this outline, the messages that they have for you, what they might be holding back, what spirit wants you to know, what the blockages are, what the possible future is, things like that. So we're going to be going into all those different things. So all of the decks that I'm going to be using, I'll put them down below in order of appearance, and they'll all be available for purchase. And if there are any of the decks that I've created, they will be available on my website. But if you're international, please email me and I'll send you a special link. But I've already pre-shuffled everything, so I'm just going to grab them as I go. But these are the decks that you guys will see here. We've got the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. That's what that looks like. We've got the Claire Story cards. This one I'm going to have to put a link to her Instagram. Her name is Nadine Berenstein, and I know I'm not saying her name correctly. I believe she's German. Twin Flame Shadows that I created. Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck that I created. This one right here is from Aqua Moonlight. A lot of you guys probably know who she is. She's one of my favorite readers. We've got the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle. We have my Twin Flame Messages Volume 1 and 2 that I created. Signs from Spirit Love Oracle that I created. We've got All Things Intuitive Messages of Love Oracle cards. Love this deck. And then we have the Twin Flame Journey Tarot as well as the Twin Flame Oracle that I created. So let me just go ahead and put these guys back and then we will get started. All right, you guys, so if you chose a number 1, let me just move this. All right, sorry. Chose number 1, this blue Organite. Let's go ahead and get your message. Okay, so this is going to be the energy here of your twin flame right now. So this could be masculine or feminine watching the video, doesn't matter. But this is going to be your twin flame's energy currently. Oh, I already shuffled all the decks. I don't know why I'm trying to shuffle them again. Okay, so your twin flame's current energy right now. What energy are they in? Interesting. We have Journey. So this is an indication here that your twin flame is on their own journey at this particular time. They may be on the twin flame journey unbeknownst to them. Maybe they don't know these concepts. Maybe some of them do. But they're definitely on some sort of a journey within to find some sort of peace, to find some sort of balance, that sort of thing. So it's a really good sign here, okay? What is the energy that they're seeing you in this week at this time? What is the energy that they are seeing you in? We have this energy here of the hero. So what I'm getting here is that they're seeing you at this particular time as someone that can help them or assist them on their journey. Maybe some of them even see that you as somebody that can save them, okay? So there could be that energy where they're really looking to you or really feeling you on some sort of a level that you have mastered something and that you could really help them or assist them. So this is actually really, really positive. So now we're going to go into these cards here and see, what do they desire with you the most at this particular time? What does your twin flame desire with you the most at this particular time? What is their greatest desire? We have spring. They want to grow with you. That's how I have spring. That's what I see spring as. Now, of course, different parts of the world, the seasons are going to be different, but I'm seeing this as like the next season. So it's winter where I'm at here in the States, and so the spring would be the next season after winter. So literally upcoming energy, or it could literally be the spring, but they're wanting to grow. They're wanting some sort of a change in your situation, change in the connection. It may be stagnant right now. It might not be growing. It might be dormant in the winter's energy, but they're really looking to grow is what I'm seeing here. So what is their biggest fear and challenge at this particular time? Why might not they be taking any action or making any big changes to come towards you in this connection right now? We have the energy of childish. So it could be that they're just feeling like either like a child, okay, that a child next to the hero. The hero would be somebody who's already mastered something, someone who maybe intimidates us. It could just be their own childish behavior where they're not really ready to maybe make that major commitment and make those major changes. But the thing is, they're on their way is what I'm seeing here with that journey card. There could just be some childhood issues as well, as they're still kind of resorting to childish energies, kind of like, well, I'm not going to reach out. I'm not going to be the first to make contact, or, I'm not going to put all my cards on the table. I'm going to wait for them. That could be an energy as well. But I'm getting more or less just somebody who feels like they don't have what it takes at this time in order to break the barrier or make that contact or make the first move. That's what I'm seeing here. So what is the energy here? What is the biggest outer influence? So this is going to be people. This is just going to be life in general. It could be their own ego or even spirit trying to intervene. So let's go ahead and get this message here. What is the biggest energy here of influence in this connection currently? Oh, we have the spirit of the wind. This actually came up in yesterday's soul connection reading. So this is saying activity, movement, and disruption. So the spirit of the wind is trying to create some sort of change for this individual. They're trying to create some activity in this connection. Moving it along is what I'm seeing, and it makes sense to me now that we have spring. So we have a lot of elements that are coming through already with spring and wind. A lot of energy here of growth, change. This is fantastic. So this kind of tells me here that there's a lot of things that are changing in their environment, or maybe there's just a lot of things that are changing within them. So it's helping this connection to change. But I really feel like this is an influence from spirit where they're really trying to move things along. And sometimes these disruptions can feel like a tower moment where certain things fall apart so certain things can fall into place. So let's now go ahead and take a look and see what is their untold truth to you. What is it that they might be struggling with to open up to you, to either explain or to express? What's their untold truth to you at this time? Oh, we have the energy of letting go, releasing, walking away, and moving on. So this is their untold truth to you. So this is an energy that's telling you here that they might be having a difficult time letting go of something. And that might be why the spirit of wind is here, in order for spirit to assist your twin flame to let go of things that are no longer serving them. This also came up in yesterday's reading, so I feel like it's really connected if you guys resonate with my soul connection every other day post. So yeah. Spirit is trying to assist them in releasing and walking away and moving on from things that no longer serve them. I already feel like this person is on their journey, so they're already doing some of this work on their own, but there might be a couple of scragglers still where they're just still having a hard time letting go all the way completely of a particular, let's just say, situation, person, way of being, or something. Okay? So let's go ahead and go into some messages here. So what is your twin flame's higher self message to you? What are some words that they would say to you if they could, either to explain something or just to express something? Let's take a look. Seeing you reminds me of the things that I know deep down, and that's not always easy to deal with. So your person, again, might be trying to either walk away from you, or they already have, or continuously stay away from you, because seeing you actually reminds them of who they truly are and what they probably need to do. And so sometimes that's not always easy to deal with, especially if we're not ready, especially if we want to remain in that childish energy where we don't really want to grow and change. I do see your person does want to grow and change, so that's not really the message here. It's just saying here, I might not be ready to face you at this particular time. I'm just not sure that I'm ready to face you. So spirit might have other ideas, kind of pushing this person in the direction towards you so that way they can make these necessary changes. I miss the feel of you next to me. So regardless if your person has let you go, or they've gone into another direction, or they're purposely holding out, making contact with you or seeing you at this time, they do miss the feel of you next to them. They do miss the energy, your presence in their life. So this isn't about them not caring for you or not feeling you in any way, shape, or form. It's just this energy here, I feel, where they are just in that childish energy of just choosing to go with more of like a fear-based mode, fear-based energy. So let's now take a look and see, how is spirit trying to influence this connection? We already saw spirit of the wind, but I kept that open-ended where it could be other people. I mean, yes, it still could be, but more or less just could be other people. But I feel like that was spiritual too. So this right here, let's take a look. How is spirit trying to assist, or what is the advice What is the advice for this connection? What is the advice? Well, it's not really the advice. It's how Spirit's trying to assist the connection. Okay, so how they're trying to assist the connection is they're trying to help with letting go. Because there might be that energy here where we're clinging on to familiar things. We're clinging on to things that no longer serve, whether this is attitudes, whether this is people, behaviors, whatever this is. So I feel like there's a tower that spirit is bringing in for this connection, and either both parties or your twin flame in specifically. But yeah, clinging to old ideas, clinging on to old ways of being. Spirit is trying to assist with this letting go, which is why the wind here, the spirit of the wind, I feel Spirit's activity in helping us to let go of things that no longer serve. So that's really amazing here, the way it's all coming together. So let's go ahead and get the advice from Spirit at this time. What is the advice here about this connection at this time? So this advice just may be for right now. So if it's challenging, that's because there might be some major issues that we need to work on. But let's take a look. We have acceptance. See, everything happens for a reason. We have to accept the things that we cannot change. We cannot change the way that somebody else is going to go about their healing. We can't change the way that somebody else is going to react or what they're going to do or they're not going to do. This person has free will, even though they're your twin flame. So we definitely have to just be in that state of acceptance, accepting that everything right now is happening for a reason and everything in the past happened for a reason. So that's why it's another, not a good idea to focus on all of the negatives. You can take them, you can digest them, you can reflect on them, but don't hang on to them so tightly. Things change, people change. We've got to accept people in their current state as well. So if your person right now is maybe at the beginning of their journey, or maybe they're just kind of like on the journey, but they're on and off the journey where they're like somewhat self-reflecting and trying to improve their lives, but then they're kind of falling or stepping into roadblocks here and there. We just have to accept that this is this person's way at this particular time. So let's now take a look and see what are the possible future energies unfolding in this connection, or what is the most likely actions that your twin flame is going to take towards you in this connection in the future. Let's see. Okay, so we have conclusion, which is great. It looks to me like your person is going to reach out. That's what I'm seeing here. Your twin flame is going to come to a conclusion that they would like to unlock the stagnancy. Is that a word? Get this energy going again, get it flowing again. So give your person some time to come to their own conclusions is what I'm definitely seeing here. Try not to hold on so tightly to this person or this need that you need them to come back into your life, that you need them to open up and communicate with you. I'm getting here that if you leave them to their own journey, that they're going to. Because those two cards at the very end are definitely significant of moving things forward and communicating to you, the person watching this video. So I hope that you guys resonated with those messages. If you didn't, or if you want to choose a different pile, no problem. So let's go ahead and move on into number 2. All right, you guys, so if you chose number 2, let's go ahead and get the messages. So let's see what your twin flame's current energy is at this particular time. Because we have them in the energy of the 2 of Swords. So they might be kind of confused right now or stuck, feeling like they need to make some sort of decision. And they might be really having a hard time with that. They might be at a stalemate. They might be in that energy where they're just really in their head space as well, really confused, don't know how to move forward, that sort of thing. So let's take a look and see what is the energy that they're holding with you at this time. What is the energy that they have towards you, the viewer? With the energy of faith. Interesting. So I feel like your person might be in that energy of leaving it up to leaving things up to faith, leaving things up to fate, even destiny. They're kind of confused on how they're going to approach you or how they're going to move forward with you. Things might be stuck. They might have been stuck for a long period of time. And so it's kind of like, it might not even make logical sense that the 2 of you would even speak or even come together to try to work this connection out. So I just feel like they're really relying on their faith at this point to kind of get them through how they're feeling towards you in this connection. This person, I mean, this is like an angel here. They might also see you as an angel too. So I have to say that as well. There's also a lot of energy of nature. We've got all of these things. I think that's a pelican or a crane. We've got a wolf here. We've also got this turtle. But yeah, what's standing out to me the most is this angel. So they might see you as somebody that's very spiritual. They might see you as somebody who is very evolved, somebody that is an energy that mellows them out, a gentle energy, a gentle presence in their life, a blessing in their life. They might be seeing the blessings of you at this time as well. So I feel like they're really up in their head about you. They're really in their head about what's the possibility that the two of you would speak or work this connection through. So let's take a look and see what is their biggest desire with you at this particular time. What is their biggest desire with you at this particular time? What do they crave the most? Okay, so they want action in this connection. So I was picking up on this energy that this might be a very dormant connection if you chose number 2. You may have not spoken to this person or seen them in quite some time. And so it's been a long time since you guys have had any kind of activity. So they want things to be active. They want to pick things up. They don't want to be in the stuck energy anymore is what I'm seeing here with this one. They don't want to be in that stuck stalemate, just frozen, just stagnant energy. So they have faith perhaps that things would change, that things could be active. Do you still care about them is what I'm also getting to. They're wondering if you still care about them. They're wondering if you still have feelings for them. So again, another indication that this might be a long time ago. So what is their biggest challenge then, their biggest fear when it comes to you in this connection? Yeah, see there's an energy here of walking away, like they have the fear that you've already walked away. Like meaning they have a fear that you don't care for them anymore for number 2. They feel like maybe they walked away or you walked away and your back is turned to them and that you're no longer interested or you wouldn't take them back, or if they did reach out and came towards you, that you would not be available for whatever reason. So that's interesting. So let's take a look and see what are the biggest influences right now of this connection. This could be spirit. This could also be other people or themselves, their own ego getting in the way. Let's take a look. Spirit of the stranger, caution, warning, danger. I feel like I feel like you guys have become strangers in a way, even though you're still connected to this person, so they're not a stranger to you. But they might be feeling like you guys are strangers because, again, it's been so long. They might fear also as well that you're very cautious of them. So it's kind of like the red flags. They're not coming towards you because they are afraid that you're going to see them as like a dangerous option or someone you can't trust. So their own ego is getting in the way is what I'm seeing here for sure. And spirit might also be assisting and saying, hey, you know what? Maybe this person hasn't worked on themselves. Maybe they're wanting to come back into your life, but they haven't done the work. You know, I haven't seen so many cards yet to really make that assumption, but this to me is just more or less their own ego getting in the way, their own fear of, because things are at a distance or because this has been stagnant for so long, that it's kind of like you wouldn't be able to trust them. And so their own ego is preventing them, because of that Two of Swords, preventing them from being able to make any action or take any action towards you at this particular time. So what is their untold truth to you? Okay, what is something that are kind of keeping deep down within themselves and not expressing it, something that they're hiding from you in a way, something that was untold, something that may explain things with clashing. Interesting. So this is an energy here of saying that something clashed. You guys were too different. So again, it's like you guys may not even have had an opportunity to really spend too much time together, even though your souls recognize one another, even though there was definitely that connection between the two of you. It's like something might have clashed at the time. You guys may have had a difference of opinions. You guys may have argued and had some sort of a fight, some sort of a fallout. Conflict, incompatibility, conflict is what those cards say. So your person, your twin flame, it was something that they didn't tell you, or maybe they were not honest about, is that something clashed for them. Something just wasn't working for them at the time when you guys perhaps were either getting to know each other or that you were together as a couple. And they might have been afraid to say something to you or to tell you that they just didn't, they couldn't accept the certain thing about you, or they couldn't handle something. And so instead of explaining that to you, they just ran, they just bolted, they just walked away from you. They just basically ghosted you is what I'm getting to. And that's kind of like what this person may do. They might freeze up when they feel confused or when they feel like they can't move forward. So they just freeze. They do nothing. I mean, taking some sort of action and ghosting and walking away is action, but it's kind of like not really coming to any resolution, not really getting any kind of clarity on a situation. So I feel like your person is really struggling right now with their own attitudes and how they deal with conflict and how they deal with things that are coming at them. So you may have really challenged your person, even though they saw you or even do see you here as a very angelic presence and a very calming, very beautiful presence in their life. That might not have worked for them though. Like as much as they loved it, as much as they may have admired you for it, I'm getting here that it clashed with their energy because they were not on that level to where they could take that kind of energy on. So this person may have really mistreated you. Your twin flame could have done something really nasty here. They could have really hurt you in some sort of way. And that might be one of the reasons why they have a lot of fear when it comes to coming back towards you, is because they feel that you have completely written them off and that you would never forgive them or never want any kind of reconnection with them, is what I see here. So let's go ahead and get some messages here from your person. What does your person from their higher self want to tell you at this time? They could say anything to you. What would it be? Okay, so it says it all comes down to timing. So again, I do feel like your twin flame is kind of relying on fate. Again, divine timing. If it's something that's meant, or they're having faith and they're waiting for that sign or something. They're waiting for whatever reason to come towards you. I want to be authentic and I don't want to be afraid. Your person was not able to be authentic before. So if they come back around towards you again, they want to be able to be authentic. They don't want to be afraid of you. They don't want to be afraid of this connection. They were afraid before, which is why they literally ran away. That's what I'm seeing here. This person's running, they're jogging. And then we have that card of walking away. I feel like your person ran away from you. They ran away from you. And so because of this energy, it caused a lot of heartache. It caused a lot of triggering for you. And you may have really done a lot of healing on your journey. And your person may be currently stuck in your energy, trying to figure out, why am I still connected to this person? Why am I still feeling this person's energy? Why am I still thinking about them? So they're trying to figure something out, but it's like they're really struggling with it. They're not really in that mode of being able to make any kind of moves at this time, even though their biggest desire is to create some sort of activity in this connection again. They don't know how to do it. They don't know how to make that come about, because they're too busy being in their fear. Okay. I'm also getting two strangers are people that you don't know. So it's kind of like there's too much unknown for this person. They may not have enough faith that this is something that if they were to make a move towards you or contact, that you're going to reciprocate that, or that you're going to be responsive. So this person might be too much in their ego and not willing to take a risk to bruise that or damage that in any way. So let's take a look and see how is Spirit trying to influence this connection at this time? We have the energy of dreaming. So this is interesting because this is, to me, it's like 5D energy, astral travel, meditation, things like that, mushrooms, dreaming. So for me, this how Spirit is trying to assist this connection is it's trying to connect the two of you in that realm. So you guys are obviously not having any kind of connection perhaps in the 3D or communication, or maybe there's just little, or it's very challenged or sparse. But what Spirit is trying to assist is in these higher realms. So sometimes when things are just not coming about in the 3D world, it's kind of like things might not be going well in this world, but maybe perhaps in a different, time and space or a different dimension. I know it sounds a little wacky, but I feel like Spirit is trying to assist when it comes to things that are stuck. helping people to work this out in their dreams, helping to shift the energies around in this dream mode or this meditative state or this reflective state or this visualization that's happening here. You guys are literally visualizing what it is that you want in this connection. It's actually helping this connection to become unstuck. So as stuck as it is right now, Spirit is trying to assist in the higher realms, trying to assist with perhaps even, like delivering some sort of dreams or some sort of a psychic information, or also just like intuitive thoughts, intuitive hits is what I see too. All right. What does Spirit want you to know? So what is the advice at this time for this connection? Again, this advice could be challenging right now, but it's just the advice of this time frame, past life connection. Okay, so your souls are remembering this intense connection for a reason, because you guys have had other lifetimes, for sure. You've had other lifetimes before with this individual. You might be dreaming about this individual, and I'm getting here that they're dreaming about you too. It's like neither one of you can really let go of this connection for a reason. It's because there is a soul tie here. So you're watching this reading today is because you resonate with the twin flame connection. For sure, twin flames have past life connections as well. So there's a confirmation here of a soul connection that's very intense. Your soul remembers this connection. They're remembering this connection. I feel like your person might be somewhat in a dream state when it comes to you in this connection. They might not be fully awakened to it yet, but I feel like there's an energy here where they're starting to wake up, but they're still kind of dreaming. What I also get too is that your person connects you with spirituality. Why is that? Your person connects you with some sort of spirituality. And they might feel that when you guys come together, that somehow they're going to have more of an awakening spiritually with you at their side. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's coming through too. But again, it all comes down to timing. So let's see the most likely actions that your twin flame is going to take towards you in the future. Okay, so your person has a lot of fear. This is coming through again and again. They have a lot of fear that's holding them back from taking any action towards you in this connection right now. They have a lot of fear about it. Yep. So guess what? 4 swords means I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna kick back and I'm gonna work on my healing and recovery. So I know that if you guys chose number 2, you might not be feeling like, oh my gosh, this is like, the best thing ever. This is the best news. It's not bad news. It's just not necessarily any kind of exciting movement forward. Like, I'm not going to say, but there was one of them that already was. Well, I guess that would be number 1 because I haven't done number 3 yet. I just gave it away. Anyways, but that's okay because this is where your person is at. This is what they need. They need to heal. They need to recover. And maybe you do too. Because there's a lot of pain in this one. There's a lot of heaviness in this one. So, but there's something that's connecting the two of you in the dream world where you might be working out a lot of these issues and a lot of these things. But yeah, I mean, they're not sure they're not sure about who they are. It's like this is an energy here of faith, leaving your connection up to faith. If it's meant to be, somehow you will reconnect with them again. And that's what they're holding on to. They're holding on to this faith that if you guys are meant to be, or you're meant to be a part of each other's worlds again, that will happen. So at this time, though, they're not willing to make any moves towards that. They're leaving that up to kind of like spirit is what I'm seeing here. And sometimes that's okay. Sometimes that's okay to leave it up to spirit to show the way. But sometimes we do need to take action in order to make things happen and to get things rolling. And I just feel like your person right now is having a really difficult time with all of those energies. See, they don't want to be afraid. I want to be authentic. I am no longer afraid. That's the energy that they want to be in for you before they come towards you, but they're still working on their healing and recovering. So that's going to come down to timing. It's still not the right time for this person to reactivate this connection with you. Right now, you guys might have too many differences right now, or you guys may have just had too many differences in the past, and maybe rather than working out those differences with you and trying to accept you for who you were, or maybe they felt like you couldn't accept them for what they had going on, it was just easier to just walk away from you and to disconnect from you rather than to actually deal with it and to be constructive with this connection. So your person has a tendency to perhaps walk away when things get too tough, or when things get too, or when they get afraid to lose you. They might bolt, they might decide to sabotage and walk away instead. So your person has a lot to work on is what I'm seeing here. And maybe you do too, but this one here, it's on hold for the time being. Okay? If you guys didn't care for that one, you guys can choose number 1 or 3. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and go for number 3. So if you chose number 3, let's see what the energy is of your person, your twin flame at this current time. What is your twin flame's current energy right now? Ooh, we have wisdom. I love that. So this to me is kind of like a hermit's card. That's exactly what this looks like. So your person is going within. They might be spending a lot of time alone. They might be single. They might be in a state of solitude, really withdrawing from the outside world. But what this is doing is it's providing them a lot of needed wisdom, a lot of answers, a lot of insight. So that's fantastic. What is the energy that your twin flame is holding towards you at this time? Ooh, we have love. This is fantastic. Oh my God. Your person is really holding a lot of love, and like they're holding you in a loving space. They're seeing you perhaps as the love of their life. They're seeing you perhaps as the one that got away. But this is definitely a beautiful energy. You are their ideal partner is what I see here. What do they truly desire with you at this particular time? Reconciliation. Dang, you guys. So this is completely different than, the number one, I'm not going to say it. I don't even know why I keep doing that. I'm not going to tell you guys what the other one said, because if you guys want to choose those, then go for it. But yeah, this to me is definitely very, very upfront. This is what this person wants. They're holding you in a space of love. They are gathering the wisdom that they need perhaps to come towards you and reconcile with you, but that's definitely what they want. So let's take a look and see what is their fear, what might be holding them back from doing this. One-sided. They're not sure if this is going to be reciprocated. I'm also getting too that they don't want to just give you one side, meaning like they want to be able to fully show up for you. So if this person isn't ready or they've got other things going on, there might be a reason why they're holding themselves back from reconciling with you. They don't want it to be one-sided. Maybe it was one-sided before and they don't want that again. There could be fear, though, that this is going to be one-sided, as in they'll reach out and you won't respond, or you will not react well to that, or whatever that is. And of course, that's just their fear. So that's something that's holding them back. Let's take a look and see what is the influences of either their outer environment or their headspace, their ego, or just influences from spirit. Let's take a look. Spirit of time, illusion, endless waiting. I feel like this has it could be that this person has been waiting a long time. This has taken a lot of time. Spirit of time. Time is an illusion, of course, at the end of the day, but it seems endless. It seems like we're just constantly waiting, perhaps, for this individual to reach out, or for something to resolve with this one. Waiting for this person to grow, waiting for this person to heal. So there's some sort of an energy here of this person taking their sweet time. I wanted to say their sweet ass time. Yeah, that's what we're feeling here. Okay, so what is an untold truth that they want to provide for you at this time? We have shallow. So if they could tell you anything, or something that they've been hiding, as the shallow aspect of themselves. And so again, I did get with that one-sided card that your person may have not always been the best when it comes to giving. They may have not known how to give. They may have been somewhat shallow inside. It says superficiality, boredom, blank. So this could be somebody who has gotten bored easily, kind of jump from one thing to the other. So this is something that they are taking some time to grow, and they're taking some time to want to be a different type of a person. They may not want to be this person anymore. And so they may want to tell you that they were shallow before. They may want to admit that to you, that they were a shallow person. And that might actually help you to understand the actions and why they were able to act the way that they were, because they were acting from a shallow space. So that's something that they would tell you, if they could tell you the truth, that they're just shallow, or that they were shallow, and that they're working on this aspect of themselves. So what is their higher self message to you at this time? Let's take a look. What is their message to you? I don't know how I feel anymore. Okay, so this person could be confused with their feelings, but they want to reconcile with you, but maybe sometimes they feel like, I don't know what I want. I'm just doing what I have to do right now. So I feel like your person is in this state of solitude, hermit mode for a reason, because they're not ready to reach out and reconcile. Even though they want to, and even though they're holding you in this loving space, they don't want things to be one-sided. They're not sure how they feel. They're not sure if they can come together and make this work just yet. But the desire is there, is what I'm seeing here. They may know that they need some more time under their belt to heal and to be ready for this connection with you, because they know that you deserve love. They know that you deserve the best. And so if they're not feeling like the best versions of themselves, they may not be trying to come towards you and offer you that shallow energy that they may have offered you before, which obviously didn't work out. So this right here is Spirit's influence at this particular time. Spirit wants to bring the two of you back together. That's what I'm seeing here with this table and this gathering. They want to bring the two of you back together just to have this reconciliation. So this person wants this already. Spirit is facilitating this. Spirit is trying to push this person to reconcile with you, because there needs to, it doesn't mean that they have to work on themselves before you guys come together, because a lot of fear might still be holding them back. They might still be working out, of course, certain issues that they have. But Spirit is trying to facilitate some sort of a bridge between this big gap between the two of you. Because it might be good for your connection. It might be good to reestablish new grounds. It might be good to, break bread, share a meal together, just meet up, have a conversation, communicate a little bit, get things rolling. It doesn't mean that we have to come back together and basically, enter into a relationship or anything right away, but it could just be like, let's start building it now, is what I'm feeling here. But your person is very hesitant with this. They're hesitant because they're confused. They're hesitant because they're just kind of trying to do other things right now. So what Spirit wants and sees fit doesn't necessarily mean that this is what your person is feeling like they can do at this time. So free will is coming into play. What is the advice for this connection right now? See, Spirit, there's some kind of second chance here. This relationship deserves a second chance. And when I say second chance, this could be the 10th chance, okay? Meaning like you guys have gone down this road many times back and forth. Who knows? But Spirit definitely wants to facilitate a reconciliation. So your person is feeling this. Your person is picking up on this. Spirit is communicating this to your person's higher self. They're picking up on it. They're feeling love in their heart space for you. But again, there's just a few energies here that are lingering that have to do with fear. I don't know how I feel, and I'm just doing what I have to do right now. There's confusion here. There's these feelings of emptiness that your person is still feeling deep down inside within themselves. They don't feel this emptiness for you. They actually see you in this energy of love. They have love in their heart space for you. So not shallow in that area, but they're shallow in the energies of something is still missing. Something is still off for them, and they're trying to take that time that they need in order to figure out what the hell that is. Do you see? So it's very necessary, I feel like, for this person to take the time that they need to come to some sort of conclusion. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. What is the most likely actions that your person is going to take towards you in the future with the energy of pride and ego? I feel like they're going to remove the block of pride and ego. That's what I'm seeing here. And charge ahead towards you. Chariot's energy. I feel very positive about that combination, because this is one of the reasons that I use other cards to clarify other cards, is because pride and ego on its own would tell me, oh, okay, in the future, this person's still going to be in their pride and ego. Not the case. They're going to charge ahead, and they're going to blast through, and they're going to be determined to do the work with that wisdom card that they need to do in order to get rid of that pride and ego, to get rid of those shallow behaviors, to get rid of anything that is causing them that emptiness. This person doesn't want to feel empty anymore. They're tired of feeling empty. They don't want this feeling anymore. But again, they're still trying to figure it out on their own. Why do I feel this way? So when they're feeling better, I feel like they're going to charge ahead towards you, and they're going to break the barrier that exists between the two of you. And they're going to come out of their pride and ego, and they're going to give your relationship another chance and come back for reconciliation. I see with this table here that you guys may be coming together for a meal. They might be asking you to dinner or for a meal. That's what I see. All right, you guys, I hope that these messages resonate with you this week. If they did not, no big deal. We always have next week or any of my other soul connection readings. All right, take care. Bye-bye.